That is one of the most complex things I think I've ever inserted into my face. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone else, welcome back to Maverick Baking and welcome back to another very chocolatey chocolate review. Today we are talking about two new and super exciting, relatively wild chocolate bars, and I am very, very ready. If you have been around the channel before, or if you are someone who is interested in all things chocolate, especially in the international cocoa sphere that isn't just kind of central to wherever you live, you may have heard of Omnom. Omnom are a wonderful Icelandic chocolate brand. Two guys making all of these just stupidly sexy chocolate bars. Fantastic packaging, fantastic flavor combinations, and it's good, you know, fair trade, wholesome stuff, and it tastes fantastic. I am always excited to shine a limelight on these guys whenever I can, and I am extremely excited to be tasting two of their relatively new chocolate bars today. The first bar we are going to be tasting from Omnom is their brand new cookies and cream bar. I bloody love the packaging already. And the second bar we are going to be tasting is it's actually their Valentine's special edition. So we are admittedly a tad late to the newness of this, but I just couldn't resist. When I saw what it looked like and when I saw the flavor, Liquorice and Raspberry, girl. We're going to start, I think, with the new cookies and cream bar, just because this was only released, I think, last month. It's a kind of summery special edition flavor that they have released. To set the scene, this is Omnom's creamy white chocolate with some chocolate cookies on top. So following a kind of similar theme to cookies and cream products you will have had before, but just a little bit more upmarket. These guys make all of their chocolate in Reykjavík. They use Icelandic ingredients. It's really cool. And the packaging, like for any product would be just sick, but for chocolate especially, the care is just, let me just show you the extent of the cookie part of this cookies and cream bar. A whole actual baked cookie in there. No like random chopped up bits of some vague Oreo. It's a whole ass cookie. And on the other side you can see we have a lovely kind of geometric pattern that goes perfectly not only with their logo but with their packaging. The attention to detail is fucking delicious. Breaking into this, as much as it hurts me to break it, you can see we're going to have a gorgeous kind of rich cocoa in that biscuit. It's nice and dark, and the smell, ladies and gentlemen, the vanilla smell, there's a proper almost semi-salty chocolatey flavor to that cookie. Oh, let's get into it. That is how you do a cookies and cream chocolate, my word. That white chocolate is bloody marvelous. The main ingredients in the actual white chocolate bar are cocoa butter, sugar, and milk powder. Now, that probably doesn't sound particularly, you know, fancy or well taken care of, but you contrast that with mainstream white chocolate brands that are more vegetable oils and sugar than anything else. The difference, the texture of this is unreal. It's creamy, it's smooth, it tastes, it's almost got the richness of a truffle. There's that much kind of beautiful, milky vanilla creaminess to this white chocolate. It's just, plus they've added a little touch of sea salt to the actual chocolate, which just rounds it off so perfectly. And the cookie, folks, the cookie tastes like a bakery cookie. This isn't some kind of bitter, super dark, super artificial Oreo or knockoff Oreo type thing. And I say that as someone who loves an Oreo and a cheap knockoff Oreo. Do not get me wrong. This has that perfect balance of like crispness and this sort of kind of soft chewiness that a good chocolate cookie would if it was homemade or if it was from a bakery. And again, I say this as someone who is biased towards no cookies whatsoever. All cookies are welcome here. But that is a serious cookie with that white chocolate, just the same kind of, that balance of, because they're the same kind of thickness and everything, you get this perfect blend of both. It's not too sickly and sweet with white chocolate, and equally it's not too kind of dry, crunchy and overwhelming with the cookie. There's that lovely almost coffee flavour from the dark chocolate in that cookie. It's just good, folks. I really don't have anything else I can elaborate on. Without a doubt, for what it is and for a standalone bar as well, that's a 5 out of 5 cookies and cream chocolate bar, folks. Absolutely worth it if you're a white chocolate lover, a cookie lover, or especially a kind of cookies and cream Oreo style treat lover. No question. Shall we move on to a slightly more palatably challenging chocolate bar in the Lakkris and Raspberry. Now, Lakkris, I believe, I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, my apologies to any kind of Icelandic or Scandinavian viewers, but licorice is something that is just well loved around Northern Europe and Scandinavia, as far as I'm aware. It's something we do have here in the UK. We do have kind of little sweet licorice treats. They tend to come in bags, but they're almost seen as this kind of old-fashioned thing, whereas licorice across Norway, across Sweden, Finland, and from what I understand of Icelandic food as well, licorice it's a pretty bold and important flavour in these countries. It's one that I do struggle with sometimes. Sweet licorice, and especially the mental kind of Swedish salted licorice you can get. It's not my favourite thing. I'll always try it, and I do love licorice with other flavours, and that's half the reason I wanted to try this bar today. I think challenging your own taste buds is so important to having an enjoyable life, to be honest. Much like challenging your opinions, challenging your intelligence, you should do it just to be a better person all round. And if you can do it through the medium of some chocolate from two guys in Reykjavík, even better. So the bar in question is a Liquorice and Raspberry chocolate. It's a white chocolate again, so not a milk chocolate, a dark chocolate, it's a white chocolate with the flavours kind of blended through it. So you have a raspberry powder in the actual bar, and there are also some kind of freeze-dried raspberry pieces on there. Of course, we have the usual Icelandic ingredients like milk powder and licorice powder. They have also added salmiak, which I believe is the stuff in salted licorice that just makes your whole mouth go. Hopefully though, it will be one to remember. Of course, as we open it, it's an utterly stunning chocolate bar. Packaging again, absolutely on point. And look at the colours. Like, it's so unique, and that kind of wonderful earthy golden colour of that licorice powder is so clear in this. There's a real licorice aniseedy smell coming from it, and those little almost petals of raspberry bits on top is just adorable. And of course we have that gorgeously moulded geometric pattern on the front, which I must say has impressively held up not only its shine but its whole appearance, even in the kind of weird warm humid weather we have here in the UK just now. Let's give it a go. Wow, that is a non-socially distanced, non-COVID compliant party on the tongue. You have rich creaminess from white chocolate, just like in the first bar, that just makes everything this almost ice cream-like, melting, mouth-coating gorgeousness. You have that sort of bizarre, bold, bittersweet, aniseedy flavour that's just like punching different parts of your tongue. You have those tangy little raspberries that are also making everything a bit fruity. Good grief. That is one of the most complex things I think I've ever inserted into my face. It's sweet, savoury, tangy, creamy, salty, all wrapped up into one mouthful that is so well balanced. Even as someone who is still struggling with the licorice flavour itself, I want to eat this whole bar just to keep this bizarre blend of flavours in my mouth for longer. What these guys can do with flavours is ridiculous. Like, if you like licorice, you will love this, undoubtedly. But even if you don't, just the mix of things that is going on in terms of texture and flavour from the point you put it in your mouth until afterwards. My mouth is still watering. I can still taste every different little section of this bar. Even as someone who doesn't like licorice, that's a 5 out of 5. Just because it's mental. If you guys have ever tasted any Omnom chocolate, if you guys are aware of the brand, whether you saw them on Zac Efron's Netflix show, whether you heard about them through my channel, through websites like Cocoa Runners, anything like that, do let me know your thoughts in the comments. And please, if you are a chocolate lover and you have means within your budget this month to check out Omnom's chocolate, there isn't a single bar these guys have made that I haven't liked so far. That's impressive. I'm a judgmental cow. If you guys enjoyed today's video, do consider tapping a little like on the bottom of the video. It does wonders for the channel and it means I can bring even more great content straight to you, even faster, even better. But I'm afraid that is all I have time for today, guys. Huge thank you to websites like Cocoa Runners that allow gorgeous international chocolate bars to be shipped straight to my door on another little island not too far away from Iceland. It's a wonderful experience. I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you for the next one.